Good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege and honor to be here. So Mo is a very good friend of mine. We're back.
Hi everyone, I'm Comfort, I'm product manager. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm just, excited for the questions and the things I'm hoping to share with everybody. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, to you, Ms. Alberton.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just like she said, my name is Obetin Mban. I am a human resource management consultant and also the founder of Goldmind Africa. So Goldmind Africa is a platform that we have used over the years to make our impact to be felt, especially for things we felt we did not get when we were growing up. So as we were growing up, we saw that young people were missing that opportunity. So we had to create that to ensure we use it to fill that particular space. So apart from that, my major area has been HR. I've worked with about 3 companies, and maybe along the line we may know some and why they are very important in my journey. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So I have a few questions here before we get to hear from the audience. And please, I'm sure we can take questions from the online participants when it is time. So please, let's just look out for that. So my first question will go to Ms. Comfort. Okay, so as a product manager, I would just want to ask, what do you think is the future of work?
As a product manager, I think that the future of work, I think most of us are aware of this, probably passively or actively, right? So we all hear about AI buzz and stuff. But at the same time, to be very honest, I think it's the truth. And it will be, ignorant of us to say people are just talking, right? I, for one, at my job, I see how a lot of things that I'm doing manually can now be automated, right? And most of the PMs now, there's something we call is it AI powered product management? I don't know if I'm getting the right words. So it's not enough that you're a product manager as at this point. It's very important that you know how to use these tools, how to leverage them basically. So the future of what we cut across, you being able to learn fast, your ability to learn tools, right? You might be good. Let's say, for instance, you want to create a portfolio for yourself, and there is someone else who doesn't even know so much as you do, right? He's not even as experienced. However, because they can leverage these tools, they're able to scale faster. There are tools now, if you're trying to get, well, that's not the scope of what we are talking about, but let's say you're trying to get like international jobs and stuff, there are tools that can help you position you very well, right? Because if you pass through if you use them to, how do I put it? More like screen your CVs, tailor your CVs to some things. Apart from you just sitting down, writing that, well, you know what, I have like 10 years of experience, I do this. So there are other things that could help you. So basically, there is that adaptability that is necessary for everyone at the moment. I think, that's just it.
Okay, thank you very much. So if there's one thing that I've picked from R is you've been able to adapt and, look for easier and faster way to getting things done. So if you are a business owner, you want to ask yourself, how am I serving my customer? And what is it that differentiates my service from another person? Do I still use maybe the same wrap as others, how they get to do? How easy do I make it for customers to find me? How also am I able to position my brand out there? You don't have to, be on a large scale, but even from your little place where you are, you can actually do something unique. And that's what I've been able to pick from that, being able to adapt. Thank you very much. So my next question would then go to Mr. Oluwafemi. So now we're talking about being able to adapt. What are the things that you would advise a young person who is looking forward to 2026 to actually look forward to in order of priority, knowing that the future of work is, of course, we can't do without technology, we can't do without adapting, we can't do without evolving. So what are the things you would want them to prioritize?
Thank you for that question. So I'll put it as an acronym, CCCI. And the first C is actually curiosity, because to remain relevant and to be ahead, you must be curious. What's happening? It's not just about chasing trend. There's a difference between curiosity and chasing trends. So it's very, very important. You know, I always love to know what I don't know and try to know them. And what leads me to that part is curiosity. Then the second C is creativity. You know, almost everything that we are doing now, they've done it before, just with a little bit of creativity. Speaking, even our Lord Jesus Christ was a speaker. But of course, back then, there was no microphone. There was no AirPod or anything. So creativity. So it's very, very important to leverage on creativity to do whatever you want to do. Then the third C will be customer centricity. That is having people at the back of your mind. You know, I'm a product manager, and product themselves don't give themselves value. People actually give the product value. Organizations themselves don't give themselves value. People give them value. You see some organizations, they brag about GTPI, great place to work, certified. I've worked a few of them, but who actually certifies that you are a great place to work is the employees. So if you are not dealing with employees, if you are dealing with customers, you sell goods. So you must have that customer centricity to put your customers first, to prioritize them. So curiosity, creativity, customer centricity, and then the last word is innovation. That is finding out to do. There's a similarity between creativity and innovation, but they are quite different. So innovation is, you know, doing something new. It's, I don't want to use product management lingua. It's more like passing beyond the ideation stage and almost getting to implementation. But it's about seeing something and then looking for how to do it in a better way, in a new way. So as we go into 2026, I think we should take note of this CCCI. It will help us to scale and to also be successful in any endeavor that we find ourselves. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So my next question will go to Mr. Oberton. So I know in 2026, I'm probably sticking people's mind here. There are some persons who are looking forward to getting their next job. For some persons, it's their first job. Some persons, they want to get increments in, you know, salary. They want to do better because the economy is not smiling. Let's not lie. We know how it is. Things are quite expensive, and people are finding it difficult to want to find comfort wherever they are. So, and I know that several persons, because I've had, I think when we're preparing, one of the things that I heard is, oh, have submitted several CVs. I've never been called for interview, and anytime I get there. You can see on my CV that they're asking for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years of experience. What exactly do human resource managers, what do they want?
Yeah, that is a very interesting question. What exactly do we want? Not just us, also the business owners. Because mainly what the HR do is to ensure that they carry out the business objective. Yeah, so whatever we are doing, we are working hand in hand with the business objective. So our recruitment processes, the people we are bringing in, we look at what does the business really want. So it's not just what the HR wants, but what the business also wants. Yes, we are talking about the future, and just like a Comfort say, it's not something like maybe we are looking at expecting. It's already here. The future is already here. Like there's a platform we have, Jet Age Nation Builders, and we say the future is now. Because some people have it that they have that at the back of their mind that, oh, whenever I'm talking about the future, I'm referring to things that will come maybe years ahead, not knowing that it's already here. You talk about AI, it's already here. It's no longer the future. It's the now that we are living. Now, what does the human resource want? It depends on the role or what we need to fill at that moment. That is what will determine what exactly we want. But for the number of people we have here, I know we have business owners here, we have young graduates, and we have those who are still in school at the moment. There are roles that the HR at times need just fresh graduates, just fresh at that moment. So when you see people talking about they need 10 years experience, they need 100 years experience, I smile, because definitely there are always requirements to that. The most important thing that everybody needs to present before you will be selected for any role is, number one, character. That is very important. Character is very important. No matter how competent you may be in what you are doing, no matter how you think you are well versed in your field, if you don't have the character, that is why you see that you've done maybe 10 interviews, none of them was successful. It's not because you did not answer the questions they asked you, but as an interviewer is sitting down looking at you, there are some unsaid things that they listen to. They are looking at even your body language. For instance, you are invited for an interview that's supposed to be 10 a.m. and you arrive by 12 and say, oh, this place is very far. They'll be like, today is just an interview. What if you are eventually employed? So how will you be navigating to this place? So that alone means no matter your performance in that interview, you are not going to get the job. You are not going to get that job regardless of your performance. So the aspect of character is very important. Even the way you ask your questions during the interview. I've been in an interview session because like there is no single day that we don't conduct interviews. Monday to Friday, we conduct different types of interview. And you hear a young graduate, not that he or she already have experience, so no experience yet. It's like, okay, sir, when I saw the advert, I saw 120 as the salary. Is that the net or the gross? He has not been interviewed yet. We just want to know, is that the net or the gross? So to that person, the money is more important. Yes, money is very important for any role, because for you to be navigating from your house to anywhere, you need money. You need money to keep yourself very well, and also even what you will be putting on, you need money. But when you are displaying a character that is the thing that comes to you first, that is not what the business want. The business want to pay those who are going to solve problems. So if you are putting the money first, it simply means money is more important to you than the problem you want to come and solve. So the business need people with character. Then secondly, those with competence, those who can do the work. You may not have the competence at that moment, but are you teachable? Are you teachable? Are you ready to learn what the job entails? Are you someone who can go beyond and above to do something? Yes, your working hours may be 8 to 5. Are you someone who, if anything should happen, you will stay beyond 5 o'clock? There are some people who will say it plainly that I can't stay beyond 5 p.m. in the office. Regardless of what is happening, we need to pause the business and continue tomorrow. So that competence is also very important, because you learn on the job. And then communication. How do you communicate with both your internal stakeholders and your external stakeholders? If you are offering services, those you are offering the services to, they are your external stakeholders. How do you talk to them? Almost all of us here, we use different networks. Whenever you pick up, maybe you call one of them. What is always your expectation? You expect that they should meet your need. Let's say you are having issues with your network and you call maybe MTN or whatever. You already expect that they should tell you what to do. But if at the end of whatever you are going to discuss with them, they didn't meet that need, you won't even have the need to call them again. So if they employ you and then the way you are communicating people is not showing that the business is serious, definitely you won't stay long in that place. So those three things are very important.
Very important.
Competence, character, and then the way you communicate to your people. Those are the three things that the HR really need from everybody that they are bringing into the business.
Okay, thank you very much. That was well detailed. And truth be told, like I used to say to people, build yourself to be a person of value. Money will come. Yes, I understand that we want money, but truth be told, build yourself to be a person of value. If you have value, people will come after you. Build yourself to be a person of value so much that people find it difficult to want to even let you go. I have seen in organizations where somebody would say, oh, I want to leave. And they say, you know what, don't leave. We are ready to up it. Just tell me what your offer is. So empower yourself. And your knowledge, anything you empower yourself with, any knowledge you gain, belongs to you forever. You know, your money, your salary belongs to you, your family, your friends, and loved ones. But your knowledge is for you, stays with you, and to the people who depend on you that you're going to be sharing it with. So if there be anything that I have picked from what he said is build yourself to be a person of value, and along the line, money will come, definitely. Thank you very much. So I also understand that because if you look at the people that we have here, not everyone has 10 years or 5 years of experience. So somebody who is just a new, a graduate and is looking for a job, and of course you would expect that they have experience on their CV to put something or something to say. So I don't know if you have any advice for such a person to say, oh, if you want to, you don't have me, you're starting from to scratch. What should you do? Or what kind of things can you put on your CV to at least show that you have something to offer?
Yes, so and this is not some Google research. This is actually what I did. So when I finished from school, Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, I volunteered to work at an audit firm as an audit trainee, and my salary, if I mention, I'm sure you probably laugh. I was being paid 7,500 naira, not even up to 10,000, and I have rent, food, commitment at church, everything. I took it. Why? Because, like they say, an idle and the devil's workshop. So you can choose to volunteer, and so many institutions take interns, some paid, some not paid, and it helps a great deal. So when I took that job back then, 2014, intern, the next year I got opportunity to interview with a bigger audit firm, KPMG. I did not pass, but I went back to my boss. Then I just felt that okay, it was time to leave this space, to leave everything, and I got somewhere else. The place I got was a bank, and we were being paid 63,000 naira. Some people resigned the next day when they had that salary in Lagos, 63,000. They practically got the offer letter, resigned the next day. Some a month after. Some of us who did it for over 5 years, and today the story has changed. The level has increased. Now I get to decline jobs, so to say. People reach out on LinkedIn, we need you, we have an app. I say, no, I'm still busy here. So for fresh graduates, or you are waiting for a job, I know you may look at it that even these internship opportunities are not coming. Then you need to position yourself. Position yourself, submit your CV, and like the HR experts mentioned, don't let it look like you are after the money. When people know that this one is money. I have someone who finished from, there's this university in Ekpoma, Ambrose Ali. He reached out to me that, boss, I just finished too. And I reached out to Sterling, and they said, yeah, we can take him, but we're only going to pay him 100,000. I was even like, wow, 100,000. And he took it, and they gave him a 4-month internship. He got 4 months. He did so well, and they gave him a letter that once you are done, there is work for you here. You'll be starting as an executive trainee. But how did he start? As an intern. So don't just sit idle. Put out your CV there. Check out websites. There's job section on Nairaland and so many other websites, even on X, where you can see internships. Some paid, some unpaid. But when you go for it, you get that experience, and that experience is so much valuable. So much valuable. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. So start small, dream big. That's what I've picked from what you said. Starting small does not, cut the vision or the big dream that you have, but you have to take it a step after the other. And the honest truth is, it's only when you do that that you can have a story to tell. It's in the process, is in your preparation or in your training phase that your stories are built. Because when you just get there, when you hit the mark, everything is just there. So you have to start from somewhere. So it's not always about the money. It's not always about what you have to get. Yes, the money is important. Let's not lie. Money is good. It solves problem. Let's not lie about that. But it gets to a point when you know that, okay, let me take this for now, but I know that I'm just taking it. This is not my destination. I have somewhere. I'm working at something. And every opportunity that you have is a key or a door to another opportunity. Every opportunity that you get leads you to another room. It's just the same way we are in this room now. This door leads you here, another door to another place. So you need to just ensure that you find the right door, go in there, do what you can do as you should do. Thank you very much. So now my question will now be I'm back to you. So are there platforms that you could recommend? Because honestly, when we talk about empowering yourself, people would say, oh, I want to take courses, I want to learn, but things are expensive. And are there platforms that are low cost where I can learn some things, maybe soft skills, technical skills? If you could just mention some of them.
Okay, I mean, if you like design, right, you could try Canva. I think Canva has it like a free version, so you could try graphics and stuff. There are courses you could take on Coursera. I don't know if any of us have heard about Coursera before. So Coursera has this financial aid that you can apply for, right? So you can take that. There is Solo Learn. So personally, I use Solo Learn to learn HTML. So if you like coding, right, you can check Solo Learn. They have an application like a mobile app where it's even fun, right? So you can use that to learn. There is, I think if you're into data analytics, you could try Data Camp. Yeah, I think it's Data Camp. They also have like a free period or something. You could try that. There is Google Digital Skills. So you see all these big brands, they also have like their academies sort of. So you can take free courses there, Google Digital Skills. I think there is also, there is a number of them. I think one thing I used to do sometimes is just go like randomly on Google, just type free courses. Different platforms will just come up. I think there's a time, even this very big university abroad, them Oxford, Harvard, they have free courses. Yes, and they will certify you. There's some that has certificates. You can take them. If you're into product management, there's no excuse, to be honest. As in, I tell people, there is no, like, YouTube is a university. There is nothing you want to learn that is not on YouTube. Like till now, I'm still using YouTube to learn. And everybody, we go to YouTube, we watch Lovers Know something that is very, your Chalugo and stuff. So go to YouTube and learn. In fact, if you want to, even about business, right? I, for one, currently do not own a business, but I've did business before. There are people you can listen to who had already, they're established, they've achieved greater results. And just by watching one or two videos, you can get ideas on what you can even apply to your business. It's that simple. You see people doing things differently. You don't stop at I'm just selling. People who are getting more results, there is something, it's not magic. It's not, trust me, they're not doing the exact thing you are doing per se. There is, behind the door, there is diligence, there is that hard work you are now seeing. So I think we can take the extra step, right? Whether it's business, whether it's a career, there are free courses, there are people you can listen to. So I think for trainings, if you're an entrepreneur, I think that one, I don't know how to help, but maybe you can, if you have an auntie that has a shop, you can just talk to them. I want to learn this skill, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if there's one thing I've picked from what she just said is knowledge is everywhere. You just have to pick what you want to learn. And everywhere around you, you have data. Everywhere around you, you have information. Information is just all around you. Your house, your neighbor, your friend. Some persons even have your next step, perhaps is with even a friend or somebody just to make a call or something to know. But you just need to, just like Mr. Oluwafemi said, just be curious. What exactly are you looking forward to? What do you even want? And that would take me to my question, and I would like to direct that to you, Mr. Oberton. Now, how would you advise a young person out there who is at the face of, having so many, they're confused on what they really want to choose? Because I have some persons who would say, oh, I'm customer service. And along the line, the other person will say, the world is doing data. Me too, I want to do data. I won't lie to you, at some point, I think at a point, I did data analysis where I had to do coding at all. And my friend was telling me, are you sure you want to code? Well, I stepped into it, and then I realized, nah, that's not it for me. And I had to take my step back. I had to retrace and find myself. So how would you advise people like that? Because a lot of people, not that they don't know what to do, but they don't even know which to prioritize. So how would you advise them?
Okay, thank you so much, Mo, for that. Now, when it comes to choosing a business or even a career, personally, I have a principle that I used for myself, which I'm going to share with us. Because there is always this maybe bandwagon that everybody will be like, let's move toward what is trending. Like everybody wanted to move into tech. Had it been I wanted to go into tech, I have the background already, but I've never had the passion for it. And I knew that going into it would not really make me excel as I supposed to. Because one thing with me is, when I'm doing anything that I'm not too happy doing, I don't give in my best. I have an engineering background. Yes, I have an engineering background, but I never saw myself becoming an engineer, maybe in practice, never. So immediately I left school because I understood that. I said, I want to do something that every day, at least I'll be having access to people, talking to them like this. That was when I started like going through a new self-discovery process. And then I saw that, okay, I think human resource management would be a very good thing for me. Because I took time to go through it. Not that human resource just came. I've tried a few things. When I just left school, I've worked with a freestyle campaigner as an inventory officer then. But every day I go to work, I wasn't just seeing this thing like what I want to do. So it was in that process that I was relating with some HR guys. And I said, oh, this is what I want to do. So I started making more research about it. Okay. From there, that is how I now say, I want to go into it. So the most important thing is, first of all, look at, are you sure you are going to be very happy doing this thing? Some people will tell you, even if you are not happy, as far as money is coming. But at the time that you will not be motivated to do that thing, do you think even if you have all the whole money, you will still feel fine doing that thing? There are sometimes you go to work and the kind of issues that may happen, you just be like, who sent me? What am I doing in this place? So if it is something you like, that is the only thing that is going to keep moving you, that, okay, these are some of the challenges that will come. That is why when I started my HR, like Mr. Femi mentioned, I walked into a company and I told them I want to work for free. That is how I started my career in HR, because they were not recruiting. I have an engineering background, nothing about HR. How would they just recruit me when they were not? So I just walked into the company and I said, I want to work for free. It's something I've already planned. I don't know if young people now want to do that. I just walked into that place, a recruitment consulting firm. I met because I was told that the MD would be coming in that day. So it was a Monday, January. I walked in and I told them I want to work for free. He laughed. He said they should call the recruitment manager to come and hear someone say he want to work for free. Yes, it's always very funny. So when the lady came, he said, you say you want to work for free. What can you do? That was what she asked me. What can you do? Before then, I can manage social media pages. I can use Microsoft very well. I understood, at least because I've read about HR, I know the basics. So I was mentioning some of those things that I know they want me to do. He said, okay. The next question that he asked her was, do we still have a free laptop? She said, yes, we have a free laptop inside. He asked me, when can you resume? I say, now. Because I was prepared before going there. But before then, I already know that this is what I want to do. Not that I was still wondering that, are you sure this is what I want to do? So the most important thing is, before you choose anything you want to do, know that there will be downtimes. But do you love this thing enough that even if those downtimes come, you want to still move on with it? Money will come. That one is certain. Money will come. I said I wanted to work for free, but at the end of the month, they paid me. They still paid me. And after 3 months, they staffed me in that same place. That was how my career started in HR. And today, a lot of people that we started together, not that maybe I'm bragging or whatever, because of the commitment, because I already know what I want, how I was doing it. There were a lot of people who even read human resource management in school, but today, they are not doing as much as the passion that I am putting in that area. So first of all, know that this is what you want, and if the downtime comes, will you still love it before you can even go into that thing? Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So find yourself. That's all he's just trying to say. I think as the year is, wrapping up, you can just take some time and ask yourself, who am I? Honestly, when you find yourself, you know who you really are. And it's not too late to start again. You are not too deep into any job or anything. You can retrace your step. It's even better you start than you never did. Okay? So sit down and ask yourself. Like he said, he started seeing people and he said to himself, I want a situation where I have to be interacting with people. And that was how he was able to say, oh, what kind of job would give me this? So find your intrinsic values. That's all he's just saying. Find yourself within. What are those things that keep you exciting? What are those things that even when your salary is being delayed, you are not tired to want to work? Your salary, that job is not limited to your pay, that, oh, only when this money comes. If your salary is the only thing that makes you happy on your job, then there's something wrong. If the only time you are happy is when that money comes in your account and then boom, then after spending that money, you are sad. Then there are things that you probably just need to do. So thank you so much to our speakers.
Can I add something to that? Please, I'd like to share an experience. So about navigating the exact career that you want, right? So I, for one, I started out as a product designer. And trust me, I mean, it was nice. Anytime I do my designs, they were beautiful. But when I wake up in the morning, when there's an extra task, I wake up and I need all the motivation in the world to design. Like I'm always grumpy, like, God, where do I start from? Right? So I think it was around probably December, like this, that I started thinking the same thing. Like, what do I like? I'm like, I'm doing this product design. I'm now a tech girl, but I'm not happy. If they give me too much work, I go resign. Like, I was getting the money, but I was just like, I don't think this is me. And then I realized that I loved to, take initiative, be responsible. Like, we have to get this thing done. I just liked those things. And I'm like, okay. I checked online and I saw product management. I'm like, okay, I need to know about design. I already know a bit of design. Managing people. While I was a product designer, I was still like talking to teams. I still enjoy those things. Like, let's try to do this. So I was like, okay, I think this product management is looking like me. And trust me, it's not every time that product management has been very rosy and stuff. There are days where I'm like, oh my God, because people management, this is my oga in that. It is a lot. But then there is never one time that a thought of quitting came to my mind. That's when I knew that, I love this job. Like, so many times I've been discouraged. You know, sometimes you build products and you're already approaching demo for the clients, and then something will just break. It is not your fault. It is not you, but as a PM, you take the responsibility. If you do not like product management, how do you do that? You'll be frustrated because you are responsible for other people's failures sometimes. So I mean, I found myself, and even though it's been like a roller coaster sometimes, I'm still happy that I'm doing product management. I'm still pushing. So it's so important. What you said is so important. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
So
Afofo.
the rhetorical question here is, are you happy doing what you're doing? Take out your salary, take out all those things. Ask yourself, am I happy? Am I finding fulfillment in this career path? Then if that's not it, you want to sit down and take the lessons from here to say, who am I exactly? A lot of us, find who am I. We just, when we wanted to apply
Just
to
enter.
admission, I don't know how many of us will say they gave me biochemistry. I mean, you people just say they gave me. Let me not just stay at home. Let me go. And yeah, it's okay. You heard him. He has. His background is engineering, but today he's an human resource personnel. So you just have to find yourself and retrace your stuff. So before we, ask them to give their their final words on their presentation, I don't know if we have any question in the house or online. So we'd like to take one or two questions from anybody.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon.
I have a question.
Okay,
No smart. Okay, so I started a brand in 2022. Sorry, I'm introducing myself. My name is Hope Start, and I'm listening from Gombe State.
okay, she's Hope listening from Gombe
I
State, okay? All right, please go ahead.
well, I started a brand in 2022, and a healthcare brand. Not really what I did last time was to teach and to just empower women with the knowledge on how to grow their brand. So, but I noticed that there's one mistake I made earlier when I started my brand. I only focus, I created a funnel like WhatsApp funnel where I just drive people to my WhatsApp
Okay,
and create a group and teach them. But I, by the grace of God, I've launched a product, set of products for healthcare. It's now difficult for me to sell because I don't really have customers. I have people that are interested in healthcare, but I don't have those that really want to buy the product. And because of the place I am current, I focused on. If I had maybe I've been thinking that maybe if I had put my energy, the one I used to create my WhatsApp brand, because I had a lot of contact and everything. Maybe if I had focused that energy into maybe other online platforms, maybe it wouldn't have been different. So my question here is, what steps or what's the advice that you can do, panelists can do to help me drive sales so I can understand what I'm doing, because currently I'm highly discouraged. I have people that are interested in healthcare, but I've not really converted them to customers. So how can I do that, and how can I launch into other platforms?
okay. Okay, so who are you directing that at? I will take that to Mr. Oluwafemi.
Okay. Well, it depends on the business. I want to guess it's a let's say a physical product, right?
She says yes.
Yes. Okay. So if it's a physical product, and that's where most people miss it. Very few people know. I used to be a DJ, and what I'm about to say will probably help you. So as a DJ, you don't play song that you like because you are not playing for yourself. You are playing for your audience. So sometimes you play maybe a Davido and you just see the mood is, and you just play Olamide, hey, you adjust. So how that can help your business is customer research, customer journey. You need to know your audience. You need to know your market. And of course, we're in a digital world. If your customers are not in Gombe, you can leverage social media to bring them to you, where we have courier service. So the first thing is to do that research of who needs my products, where are they? Are they in Gombe? Are they in Abuja? Are they in Lagos? Are they outside of Lagos? Then the next question is, how do I reach them? This is where I will use the word low-cost marketing comes in, because you cannot scale a business without marketing. And marketing does not have to be billboard, television, radio that will cost you so much. So it's very important to identify who you are trying to sell to. For example, now, if you are selling glasses, you could approach schools. Maybe they want to buy for pupils or hospitals. These are where you can get your customer. If what you are selling is paper, you know where to approach, how to get them. So that research is very, very important. And of course, I can't but add this to it, prayer. To pray also for guidance. But you may need to just go one step back to start from that foundation of who are my customers. Once you identify who your customers are, then the next question is, where are they? Then the third question is, how do I reach them? Once you start reaching your customer, for example, one of the ways you can do low-cost marketing is through social media, and it's called targeted campaigns. If maybe, I don't know, I would probably ask Mo for your contact, share with you how to do what they call targeted marketing on Facebook, whereby you can niche it down by selecting the right audience, and then you'll be able to send them an email, and if they like your products, they'll reach out to you, and then you can scale from there. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Would you like to add?
Yes, let me add a bit to it, because though it was part of what I wanted to mention in that time, I know we are not just addressing only people who are looking for jobs. We are also addressing business owners, and I'm sure this is going to help as well. Anything you are going into, be it an employee or a business owner, you have to have your own brand. Because whatever you are selling, for anybody to buy, then in marketing, just like he mentioned, there's something we call KLT. Before anybody will buy from you, the person must know you. He needs to like you or trust you. If someone knows you and doesn't like you, you will see that they will be passing your shop to another person to buy from that person. You are selling the same product too, because they don't like you. So for someone to buy from you, they must know you first of all. Like he has said, through marketing, you have to market. And when you market, there is a place they go to, which is maybe your landing page or your profile. What are they seeing there?
Yeah.
On that profile, what are they going to see? You may run a campaign, it will be looking very good. But when they click, where it is taking them to, is it something they really like? Maybe the way your landing page looks like, or your main profile.
Yes.
They'll just feel like, this person doesn't look like someone who is well established. And you know, people's mindset, people don't want to give you money that is more than what they feel you have handled.
Yeah. True.
Nobody is willing to give you money that is above. So they need to trust you, they need to like you, and also know you. So for them to trust you, they have seen what you have done over time by your marketing campaign, building your platform, going. If you go to my platform, almost like on daily basis, I post something based on what I do. So if you are coming for my services, you know that yes, this is what I do exactly. If you like it, that will make you come to me. So you have to do it in such a way that people like what you are doing, they know you, and they trust you that you can deliver. If they have never seen anywhere that you deliver this product and you say you are selling it, there is no how they are going to trust you. So there should be evidence to show that you've been delivering these products before.
Yes, thank you. And I think one thing Hope mentioned, she says she's been leveraging on WhatsApp platform. So WhatsApp your contacts.
Yeah.
So anybody I have on my WhatsApp is people I have their numbers saved, obviously. So now you want to go outside of the people that you know. Maybe the people you have or people around you don't have up to, maybe they don't need your service. You can look at other platforms. What other platform can I find myself? And this is also to people who are professionals as well. I find it interesting when a professional does not even have a LinkedIn page, for example. People want to find you. They can't even tell where you can be found. So where can they find you? If I want to find you, I want your service, I want your product, where can I find you? In the world of technology today, and honestly, technology has just come to stay, whether we like it or not. We just have to leverage on that. And you know, many of us have pages, we don't update it as it should. Our profile does not even show that we are professionals or business owners. So people are walking around, they're looking for what you want, but they still cannot find you because the key thing they are looking for, the keywords, because people use keywords to search. If I want to search for maybe a wedding dress, for example, I go on maybe Instagram, I type wedding dress. Anybody that their profile or their hashtag has wedding dress will come up to me. I've been able to find them. So you also need to look at the keywords that you use to set up your profile. Are these keywords able to let people find you easily when required? So please, maybe, I don't know if that answered your question, but maybe after this session, I would like that you also reach out personally so we could also just take this further and see how, you know, maybe your product, you never can tell, you might just have your next client who is just next door or listening to you right now, right? All right, thank you very much. I guess there are no other question then.
Yes.
So my name is Kingsley. So my question is, I want to bring back the money everybody's throwing away. Now, they are saying that, I understand that in some circumstances, you don't need to look at what they are offering to pay you, right? But what if you evaluate everything and see that this money is really important for you, right? And then you still need to align that your money, that money you love, you want to collect, with what you want to do and what you can do. And how do you put them together without getting lost? I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, you need this money, right?
You need money.
You need money.
Yes.
You want to start new, you want to start.
Okay.
Right? And you need money to start. Like, at the starting point, you need money. Okay, like, somebody mentioned that, okay, when you want to start, you can say, they want to offer you, like you said, they offered him 7.5 when they wanted to start, right?
Yes.
Now, you know that 7.5 they offered you will not be enough for you. Maybe probably because you are a breadwinner in your house, and then everybody is looking at you, maybe for food or some other things like that. So how do you now, you want to work, you want to do that thing, and the job you are offering, you are applying for is what you can do and what you want to do, right? So how do you now align these two? That you need this money. That money they are offering you is not enough, and you want that one you want. How do you align these three things?
Yeah, I get this question.
get
Yes. And that's a very smart question, really. Because when I was earning that 7.5, it was not enough. But the question is, what did I do about it? You know, even though it was relevant then, it's still more relevant now. We cannot depend on just one stream of income.
Multiple streams.
So back then, what was I doing to add up? I've designed a theory for myself that I have 2 days in a day. That's how I live my life. Practically having 2 days in a day. So my first day is the 9 to 5. When I get home, I start my second day. Because that was my boarding year. I was not married, no child. So I have so much time. So what was I doing then? I was actually ordering on AliExpress and Alibaba. I ordered tablets, phone accessories, and I was close to the school, Mapoli, Abeokuta.
Okay.
So I literally pre-order. I go there, Alpha, this. I can get this tablet for you cheaper. You are selling it at Tamak for 20,000. I can get it for you 15,000. You save 5,000. And I do pre-order, meaning I don't get to use my own money to order for it. So you pay me, and I'll give you an estimated time that it will arrive. I go ahead and place the order, get it cheaper. I get money free. I could order it for 9,000, 7,000. So it's doing something else For some, you may not want to order or pre-order. There's affiliate marketing. For some, you may not want to do affiliate marketing. There is design. I know someone who does professional design using Canva, and they pay her 3,000 naira for every design that she does. For some, it may be learning a trading skill, cryptocurrency, assets, the stock market, etc. So what am I trying to say in essence is, even if they're paying you 1 million naira, it can never be enough. Never. So you must look for something else to do. And this "I don't have time" mentality must stop. I discipline myself to create those 2 days in a day. And you could do same. So my typical day, I don't sleep early. Once I get home around 8 p.m., I rest for 1 hour. I start my second day by 9 p.m. till 11 p.m., sometime 12, and I go to sleep. Wake up happy. My account is also happy.
Okay, so multiple streams of income. Even people who are earning millions, you will be amazed that those people have different ways. That I know of somebody who says, they have their steady flow, but they are just taking a part of their fund to invest into something, into somebody, and then they want to get returns. So the big guys in the world today, it's not just that business that you think they're doing that is giving them their income. Nobody will sit. You can imagine. It can. So it would, have business partners all around, trying to diversify into different places. So let us just try. You can, I learned something that your salary can be your major thing, and then you can have something side that is taking care of your operating expense, like your transportation. It might not be enough, but it is taking the burden of your transportation or something off you for the time. Then later, of course, you can of course upscale and get better at it. But please, multiple stream of income is important. So all right, thank you so much. Then final words from you.
Oh, okay. All right. I think what I will leave everyone here with is be very driven. Be curious. Because at the end of the day, it's so easy to say, find a job that you're passionate about, this. But the thing is, in life, it's in stages, right? I've been where I was just very messy. I don't know what exactly I want to do. But one thing I never stopped doing was, trying those things out, right? I never give up. I've done different careers actually until I found myself, and I don't think I'm leaving products anytime soon. It can only get better from there because I know this is me. So be curious, be driven, don't settle. That was something that has helped me to this point. I do not settle. I've never, and I think this delayed gratification as well. It's very beautiful to celebrate your wins, but sometimes it might be nice if you could just, give yourself some allowance, let it. Because, in fact, if I'm to put God inside, the plan for God for us are always very, very big. The plan for God for me is not here. So why should I settle? Do you understand? So, pretty much that.
Thank you very much. Somerton, in 30 seconds.
Okay, let me just end with this, that regardless of what you are doing, there are skills that you need in anything, especially tech-related skills. I'm an HR person, but when anything happens in my organization that have to do with our IT, maybe anybody's laptop is malfunctioning, they will not go and be calling the IT guy. So because I'm sitting right there with them, they'll say, "Oh, my laptop is not working. This one is not working." So just make yourself very valuable to anybody that you are going to be meeting. There should be something that you are going to help them with. Don't meet anybody, and when they will leave you, they don't feel that you impacted their life. Anything you are doing, just think of a way to add to whoever you are going to meet. That will clear the road for you, even beyond what you think is possible. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And
Lastly, 30 seconds. So I would say to scale, you need an accountability partner and you need a mentor, because they would help you to avoid mistakes that can set you back 10 years. And they can also fast track your career by an additional 10 years. So don't neglect that part. Be humble enough that, "Sir, please, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this?" Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we please just celebrate our speakers as they get back to the stage? Thank you so
we can
much.
see